when I got started, I was looking at my life and looking at what was important to me and the different concerns that I have, having a wife and having that house and making those car payments. And, I didn't know anything about it. Here I am as a young person, and all of my peers seem to be having problems with these mortgages and with these other financial conversations. And I'm saying to myself, well, I'm not going to fall into that trap, right? So I thought it probably would be in my best interest to get educated about these things before getting involved. This is what I came across, and that was it for me. Anybody is capable of anything if they have the ambition, the desire to do so, and I've been taken back and inspired by other people making miracles happen in our community. So it's been huge. This has provided the opportunity for me to grow as a human being. My father is a very well-educated, very successful businessman. And now I have the opportunity to collaborate with my father in a way that I never had before, which is very fulfilling and enriching. There's a lot of different programs that I've been around. I've worked with a lot of coaching organizations for personal growth and leadership and other entrepreneurial coaching companies. And as far as industry goes, has most competitive value program that I've ever come across in entrepreneurship and wealth creation and understanding how to raise capital and creating partnerships and business leadership, branding. It's just a wealth of knowledge and information, and the value that I've received far exceeds the investment that I put in to receive that. I love it.
Now is a little over 16 years. We did it almost in a vacuum by ourselves, with the exception of a few people on our team, et cetera. And so once we saw this model, one of the things that we saw was intriguing is how everyone nationwide was like a family. And I said, that's different. We haven't had that before. So, if you're talking to a guru, one person manning an 800 number, who do you think is going to be able to provide you a better idea if that deal is good or not? One person manning an 800 number, or a team where someone might be a real estate attorney and can tell you the legal aspect of what you're doing, or maybe they're a CPA and they can tell you the finance aspect of what you're doing, or the contractor that can tell you how to repair it all. And so we like the aspect of that from a community standpoint. The other thing too is I was a national trainer, and so one of the things that I became very cognizant of is that we would preach that real estate is about leverage, but flying around from state to state was a glorified job. Because if we didn't hop that plane, we didn't make that money. And so when I saw the marketing side of what we do, I said, if I'm fully going to embrace leverage, it's not just real estate, it's the marketing and being able to leverage teams nationwide too. Known as a real estate company, but they really say it's a self-development company disguised as a real estate company, because you get a chance to learn a whole lot about yourself. I'm an only child, so learning to play with others has definitely been what I've learned the most. What's impressed us the most is how we've watched people come into the community and maybe they just had that job and they had given up hope. And we just said, well, let's work with you on this and let's just show you a few things. And then a year or 2 years later, they're hitting 5-figure months. That's amazing. That says more than we could ever say right there. So I'm really honored to be a part of this community.
I joined because I was tired of being broke. I was working at Jiffy Lube and at Sears Auto Center. Okay, I'd work 15, 16-hour days, and I'd go work on people's cars, but I was so broke I didn't even have my own car. I had to ride a bike to a shop, hide it in the bushes because I was embarrassed about it. I was told that if you went and got good grades, you could get into a good school and get a degree and get a good job, so I focused on that. Got the good grades, got the degree, had no job. I live in a world of abundance. There are plenty of relationships, money, business opportunities out there for me. I learned from how to recognize those opportunities. Once I got in and I got a hold of the education and the community, in the first 11 months, I did my first short sale and made enough to quit my job. A month later, I did my second short sale, made another big chunk of change. And so I focused for my first year and a half on short sales as I was helping people get out of bad loans, and I was able to help them in a win-win situation, and I got to make a profit. It was a beautiful thing. Of all the things I've looked at, and I looked at a lot of companies before I found, this is the one where I found genuine, real people, okay? When I told you that I didn't have a car, you know, I'm riding my bike, I'm trying to make it to all the meetings. The mentor that enrolled me in this program gave me her car. She said, okay, you need this more than I do. She went and got her own car and gave me her car. The types of people that are here is real, they're genuine, they're authentic, they care. So if you're looking for a support team, you're looking for a resource, you're looking for someone who will actually care and take the time to help you understand it, then you gotta check out, because no one else will. This is here, this is real, and I am a product of the product, and I'm so grateful.